Aleksey, special guest, Ted the Tank. Ted, thanks for joining us here on Off the Tap. How are you doing this evening?
Fucking ass.
Guess what? We got a beer review. It's me and Aleksey. We've been doing this for a long time now. We're real pros. We know exactly what we're doing. Ted, what do you have to bring to the craft beer industry?
Shit. You want to see me chug this, some bitch?
Yeah, we want to see you chug everything.
Let me show you guys how to crack a beer. Here you go.
Oh man, I'm just playing, but it was real funny, wasn't it?
Fucking asshole. This is my show. This is my show.
Truly, I don't know shit. I'm just here to drink beer.
He's just here to have a good time. He's not even gonna put it up front.
No, but he is here as kind of a special guest.
Because we have special guests all the time.
We figured why the hell not have someone here to
Entertain us all.
exactly.
JUICE-Z.
JUICE-Z by Lift Bridge out of Stillwater.
Definitely not IPA.
Out of Stillwater, Minnesota. They put out over 1,900 barrels of beer
I know zero about this company.
every year. Well, this was a very difficult place to find information on, and you think that they've been around a while, but it was pretty difficult. So we're just going to basically do a basic review on what the actual beer was. We don't know a lot of history on the place. Hopefully we will find out after we kind of start drinking more of their beer. They are smaller, so hey, let's get into it.
Hopefully we don't sound like dipshits for the rest of our lives. Jesus Christ.
Well, yeah.
Alright, ABV of this beer, 6%.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Not bad for a New England.
For New England, they're normally a little bit more mild,
Yeah.
so that's good. The IBUs is 40, so it's going to be a little bit more bitter than we're used to for New England.
Well, I mean,
I really think-
I would say for as far as an IPA is concerned, it's more middle of the road. A New England, it's pretty standard. Yeah.
It smells hoppy, which for a beginner that would suck, but intermediate to beginner is good. He's a beginner, so it's good for him. Hopefully he likes his beer and he enjoys it.
A lot of what we are familiar with saying are for beginners as far as IPAs are involved are
Basically,
New England
they suck at
and
drinking beer.
if you're gonna jump into an IPA as far as being
Don't
a beginner,
go straight IPA.
I would say New England or a hazy
Or a double. Or where you want to stay.
Yeah, exactly. So what are we doing here, Tad? You got any information on this beer? Or what?
Alright, it's tropical mango. It has a light body ale finish. So I'm hoping we get that ale finish on it. Like, that's something big for people that are beginning on the IPA. Like, an ale finish is something it's basically like your Bud Light, Miller Lite, Anheuser, whatever bullshit is.
Not gonna tear you apart.
It's not gonna tear you about when you're drinking it. And you know, like, it has a lot of mango flavor. It's brewed with Cascade, Citra, and El Dorado.
Okay.
So most of those are gonna be your secondary most aroma.
Yeah, we've talked about a lot of these hops on the show, actually.
Yeah, but Cascade is something you got up front where it's gonna hit you bitter and it's gonna hit you on the back.
Yeah.
So Cascade is probably the one where you're gonna get your IBUs of a 40 because they're very bitter.
All right.
So let's give her a whirl.
What do you mean by hit you on the back?
So
It's gonna last in the back end of your throat. Like, all right, let's describe what he's looking for in our review.
Okay,
All right,
so
so-
in the back end of an IPA, if we consider something on the back end, it's like gonna be in the back end.
It's
of your
gonna linger
throat,
on the back end of your throat.
and you're gonna be like almost like
If it's on the front end, you're gonna taste the mango. You're gonna taste whatever, but it's gonna be very prickly on the tip of your tongue.
Yeah.
Rather than on the back end where it lasts and you're like, oh, I don't want to drink this shit. It tastes like shit. Like, we get that. We know what people are talking about, but we also drink a lot of IPA, so we know that, hey, maybe it's not an asshole fucking beer. You know? So, like, maybe this is something you're going to be into because on the front end it should be mild, but on the back end it's going to linger.
A lot of people are going to be more veered towards something that doesn't hit them in the back of their throat, because a lot of the time when something hits you in the back, it's got a strong aftertaste.
Okay.
So if you have something on the front end, it's going to be, if you got something on the front end, it's going to be very specific.
Another thing that you're looking for as a beginner is like the hoppiness, like the hot note on your on your nose is like, oh, it's very hoppy. I don't want that. Like, I know it's gonna be shit. Like, but some of those beers are opposite after you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like your doubles, like they're gonna be hoppy up front, but they're gonna be mellow on that back end. You're not gonna taste it. It's gonna smell very, very hoppy.
Well, let's take a sip of this before we let the rest of the live audience ruin everything for us.
Really, as a newbie, this is a fucking great beer, actually.
It's smooth on all the way across,
Yeah,
though.
it is.
There's nothing on front or back end.
You know what this reminds me of is Central Water's Unsettled New England IPA,
It's very good.
and that's my favorite
There,
beer.
there's
right now.
there's no over bitterness on the front or back end. It's just smooth all the way down.
Exactly.
Which is very nice. Like,
Yeah.
This is a definite beginner beer for me. For an IPA.
I would say
For an IPA,
absolutely.
yes.
Aside from New England's being a very good introductory beer for someone that hasn't had an IPA,
This is it's quality. Like, it's good. It's well put together.
it's smooth. It's very citrusy. It's not it's not even very prickly at the beginning,
No,
but
not
it's got
No, it's
everything
smooth all the way down.
as far as an IPA fan, it's very thorough the entire way through. And like I said, my favorite beer on the market right now is Unsettled by Central Waters. It's also in New England. This actually might be smoother than that.
It's a New England IPA, so
I like
you
it.
should expect what we're thinking out of this beer. What do you rate it?
Well, you give it. How about we let the newbie give it first?
Out of what?
Out of 10.
1 out of 10.
Use the
Dewey Decimal System.
Well, I mean, some of you guys might get pissed off because I kind of feel like, I mean, this
It's not a
it reminds
Corona
me of
for
a
this
Blue
guy.
Moon, really. It's smooth.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
Jesus
smooth and
Christ.
it goes down quick and there's no fizziness, like you said. So I'd probably give it like a maybe 8, 7.5.
I was going to 7.5, so that's pretty good.
I was gonna, I was gonna straight up
for a New England IPA, this is like 7.5 for me.
I'm gonna do an 8.5 because I love Unsettled from Central Waters, and I think this is smoother than that. This is a great beer. I love this. This is fantastic.
I love the can too. Like, it's a dragon blowing fire.
It's awesome. And I would drink this every single day of the week during the summer, during the winter. I don't care when it is. I really like this. I'm a big fan
I'll
of
stick with my
IPAs.
Busch lattes. I'm just kidding.
Obviously, I'm biased because I love my IPAs, but this is seriously might be
We've
the
done a lot
best.
of reviews leading up to this that I fucking hated.
Aside from the New England, this might be my favorite.
I don't know the black IPA we did from Ben Panel was one of
That
my
was
favorites,
really good,
dude. Like,
but
still
that
my
was an
favorite, though.
entirely different genre.
Yep.
But, so yeah, all right, man.
You got your reviews.
Aleksey, thanks for joining us.
Thanks
That
for
was
having
some
me.
serious input. Like, we appreciate it.
And you were
That was
right
good.
up there with us, so you know what you're talking about a little bit. What we think.
You guys keep
You
it
guys keep it
tuned.